Alright, and we are back with some more Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Now, before we go back to Sumeru Castle, we're going to do a few things really quick. First off, we're going to go to Kismet Publishing, because if you talk to, I know I didn't do it on screen, I don't think. But I know I brought it up in the video afterwards, I forget which one, but basically after some dungeon, there's an option to come back here to talk to, I forget her name, but, you know, 30-something and still not married lady. Basically, if you talk to her and then go and talk to this guy, wherever he was, then you can come back now and talk to him and hear a story. Hello there. I checked the legend about this incident, and I found out something incredible. I thought I had to let the editor-in-chief of Moo magazine know about this. It's a little long, but would you listen? Yes, we will. You're aware of the legend of Kyotada in Torifune, right? Long ago, the gods arriving on the Torifune gave man civilization. Kyotada Sumaru, who found out about it, built the castle here in Sumaru City, where the Torifune sleeps. This legend was created back in the Civil War time by Kyotada. He attempted to create the Torifune through Kotodama. Kyotada built Sumeru City based upon the principles of yin and yang. According to history, it speaks of mere tyranny, but in legends, it states the use of Wanglong fortunes and rumors. Kyotada used Wanglong to conquer. He was slain by a samurai, Suo, and he was mummified for his punishment. Facts stating he died of illness are false. Legend states when Suo rebelled, the Torifune rose, and an eerie castle erected. See? Doesn't that fit in the situation? If we only knew this 10 years ago, the legend was telling the truth. And then, of course, ask, who was the rebel's name? Don't say, is that so? He was a samurai named Tatsunoshin Suo. Apparently, there was a vassal and a princess as well, but I'm not sure. It would be so nice if Tatsunoshin would come back to life and stop all of this. Thank you for your indulgence. So basically what we're doing here is we're getting rumors so we can get the ancestral personas. I think that was what they're called. There's 3 of them in this game. 2 of them you're going to get through rumors. And the 3rd one, if you guys remembered when we were in on the trail behind Mount Iwado, I think it was, where you have to donate like 10,000 yen. Basically, he'll come up if you donated that much yen. Now, the only problem is getting his persona is very tedious, because you need 4 full cards to do it. So, basically, you can get them through the, doing the maps for the one guy, or the way I did it, because I love you all. You're lucky I love you. But basically, the way I had to do it was, you know, the tried and true, tedious-ass contact method, which is very hit or miss, but thankfully emulators make it slightly less obnoxious. There's actually a guide on YouTube that's kind of the most consistent way, which is going to the 2nd floor of Katsugiyama High School and contacting, the ogres. It's not guaranteed, but it's kind of the most consistent, especially if you have an emulator to just, you know, reload that spot. Anyways, for the 2nd rumor, oh, it's you! I just remembered an old tale. Oh, and by the way, this one won't pop up unless you do the man search and identifier. So, I mean, you could do this right now. You can do it whenever. But, yeah, you have to identify her through a man search first. And also, this conversation doesn't pop up until you spread the rumor for the other one, so it's kind of weird, but whatever. It's a sad story about a princess and a samurai who punished the bad lord of this land. Would you like to hear it? Yes. Long ago, this land was ruled by an evil lord named Kiyotada Sumaru. He tormented the people with all sorts of wicked magic. His cousin, a young samurai named Tatsunoshin, tried to punish him for that. But he was no ordinary human. The samurai went to the castle, risking life and never saying goodbye to his lover, the princess. The princess grieved when she heard that from the samurai's servant, and she chased after her dear lover. At the castle, the samurai and lord were fighting. Trying to protect her lover, she dies when a spear pierced through her. The samurai defeated the lord, but stayed in the burning castle with the dead princess, asking his servant to bury her. And then, of course, same thing here, ask what the name is. If you don't ask what the name is, then the conversation just ends and you lost it, so reload your last save. Mahime Amano. They say she was a beautiful princess. Now that the castle came up, I guess it wasn't just an old folk tale. And we'll go and spread the rumor. Because you kind of have to spread the rumor if you want the layouts of the dungeon to change. Also, I'm going to, depending on how long this goes, because I want to try and get to the boss fights, but this might actually go on for a while, so depending on if I have the time, we're going to, I did spread it, right? Yes, okay. So yeah, depending on the time, we're going to, I may end up cutting a lot of battles or all of them, depending on if this isn't going to be, you know, a super long fight. But yeah, just a heads up, the ancestral persona are literally good for one thing and one thing only, and it's going to be a fight coming up. You don't have to get them, and you need all three of them to actually be for them to be useful, but yeah, it's more just a nice thing, but I'll kind of touch on that more when we get to it. Oh, let's make sure. There we go. And I have these guys on. Artemis, Astra, Hyperion. Yes, okay. Basically just want that to cheese through the enemies here. Oops. I did not go to the right place. Oh, go to the other view. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Oops. Because that just leads to nothing. Let's get him.
Follow me.
Huh, I actually went before the bird harpies. They're probably called harpies, so I don't know why I called them bird harpies. Harpies are essentially just that, birds. Also, I do have a save state set right before the boss. Just because it's a lot easier to go through this place with better personas than what I do have for the boss fights. But again, I'll kind of touch on that when we get there. I'm trying to remember if this was even a useful item.
Don't get in my way.
Oh man, I won't. I probably could just use Nuclear Crush. Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys, well, when we get out of here.
Sorry about that.
I know. This is also the reason why I like using Dragon Crush, is just so you can get these things to mutate pretty much every... You'll pretty much have a mutation almost every battle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys will know, I definitely have some more money. Been grinding a bit. Not too much. But, I don't know if it's the best armor in the game, but I've got the Hihi Irokane armor. These you get through, requesting, or development, essentially, at Podrach. Oh, and I did forget to mention, some of the shops that were in Narumi, you can still get. You just have to talk to people in between the different, districts. So you can spread a rumor and they'll just pop up. It's like, one pops up in Alba, I think it was, and the other pops up in Conan. But yeah, it's really easy to make it, because one of the materials you can just get through the casino, which, if you listen to what I said, you should just abuse it in general. Because, I mean, it's really easy. Once you get that rumor, then just abuse it.
Don't get in my
way. These things are a pain in the ass. But... Okay, nope, no, stop. Okay, get the fuck out.
You were lucky this time.
No, I was lucky this time. That's how you kill your team off. Dragon Cross on Makarakarn. That's how everyone goes bye-bye. Yeah, now technically I could just go straight to the boss, but I'm going to show you guys where to find all the lithographs. One who wishes to climb the stage of dragons, thou shalt give ancient prayer in sequence indicated by the Ursa Major. Prayers are Kotodama, the spirited words. You should gather the 7 Kotodama and offer ancient prayers. Those who know the brilliance of Dubei as P shalt solemnly lower their heads. But yeah, you kind of need to see these lithographs in general, and you should write them down in which ones they are if you're not using a guide, because you have to do them in a certain order if you want to, well, not if you want, to actually get to the boss, so keep that in mind if you're not using a guide. Although if you're watching this, obviously you can just skip ahead to the end and find out what the password is. Okay. You know, I'm curious, no, that's probably not an Ursa Major warp. Although it could have been, and I'm just going the long way to get back here. But it is what it is. If it is. I know there's one right here for sure, at least. Let's see. The lithograph for here is over this way. One who wishes to climb the stage of dragons, thou shalt give ancient prayer in sequence indicated by the Ursa Major. Prayers are Kotogama. I think they're all the same thing aside from the last one. Those who know the brilliance of Merrick as E shalt solemnly lower their heads. No, that thing is not running out. But yeah, depending on, well, we're close to 16 minutes, so I don't think we're going to make it to the boss in general in this recording. I could be wrong, but I'll probably just get through the majority of the dungeon. Let's see, don't go that way, that's a waste of time.
Grab your asses and run!
I like that escape from Maya. Grab your asses and run! Okay, let's see. But this... Oh yeah, don't bother with the stairway there. I don't even know why that exists. It literally is just a dead end. Okay, but here's our first place to go. Obviously, this is only going to show up if you spread the rumor. Well, the one on the princess. Who calls me? It can't be. To do that Kiyotada is... I understand. If you say you will defeat him, I will gladly lend my powers. The persona of Maihime Amano can now be summoned in the Velvet Room. Amano? Does that mean she's your ancestor? Nah, couldn't be. I can't think of this as pure coincidence. Is it his work again? When it comes this close, it's not a question of whether or not you look similar. This might be perfect for Tatsuzo, who's being used by some shriveled up thing. Although, actually, I might just, we might just get to the other chamber and then call this off. Also, don't go to the end over there. If I remember, I think that's a pitfall. To think all of these mutations for increased parameters. And come the next dungeon, or last dungeon, actually, I don't even keep any of these, I think. Okay, on to the next floor. Let's see, this one is extremely short and straightforward. Come right here for an item. There's another box in the... Well, we'll walk past it here in a second, so... where is... There you are. Yeah, there's another chest in that room, but it's just an empty box. I don't get why the game even does that sometimes, honestly. Okay, so then we get the lithograph. One who wishes to climb says blah blah. Yeah, I think they are all the same exact thing. Those who know the brilliance of Felpa as R shall solemnly lower their heads. Okay, now to the exit, which is literally just straight across from the warp point. We'll go here. Technically, we don't have to go into this one at all. Although, again, technically you don't have to go into any of them. Wait, there's a chest right there. Empty box, of course it is. Why do you do this game? I mostly just came here for this, because it's kind of cool. And I mean, of course, there is, you know, the lithograph in here, but... We can't just destroy that thing without giving it some thought first. They saved up some pretty nasty things. I cannot run away from my sin so easily. I have to atone for my sin by myself. The Kagari they got from the people, they're transporting it somewhere. How much is in there? The back is all hazy, so I can't see. But yeah, that's all for this place, essentially. Damn it, I keep smacking the microphone. I'm sorry. Although I edit them out, for the most part, so it's fine.
So, who wants to have their face smashed in?
I mean, I want to get out of here because those things are annoying. They don't die in one turn. God damn it. So happy! Can I get out? Thank you.
Beat it.
Okay, so let's see. No, want the next path. Those who know the brilliance of Mizar as you shall solemnly lower their heads. Then we take the next warp. No. Now this one is extremely short. Lithograph's right here. Those who know the brilliance of Alioth as E shall solemnly lower their heads. There's an item right here. There's another floor we can go to, the 6th floor. Like, there's a, set of stairs.
You okay with that?
Right around the corner, but there's literally no reason to take them. Because it's just for an item and it's a bead of darkness. Which, I mean, isn't terrible, but it's not very good either, so...
You are not good enough.
Thank you, Tatsuya. You tell him. That's not that useful either, but, you know, at the same time, again, it doesn't really matter because some of these items are, they're just worthless. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Come on, stop it. Wait, this isn't the one I just took, was it? I think it is. No, it's not. Okay. Where was this to? Oh. That's right. Those who know the brilliance of Murgez as S shall solemnly lower their heads. There we go. I was about to say. Oh, that's why I didn't map this one out. Because that's all it is. Let's see. You better remember. No, that's the exit. We have multiple items and stuff in here to do. Let's see. Let's heal you all really quick. Yes, that's right. Of course, in my save state, I already made them. Well, basically, I remade my Persona Bishominton. Because she has a useful fusion spell through Samakata. I mean, technically...
Don't underestimate me, you bastard!
Jeez. I mean, technically, you don't have to use her, but... it's really useful, so... for now, you may as well. Of course, the ideal way to do it was a few dungeons ago, but yeah, it's a little late for that.
Let's go.
I didn't do the maps, so I've limited myself quite a bit on some things. Woo!
You are not good enough.
Oh, look at that, another mutation. Oh, baby. Of course, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Because we don't stick with these babies. Let's see, let's hit the lithograph really quick, and then we'll go see the last chamber. Those who know the brilliance of Alcade as S shall solemnly lower their heads. Chamber of Warrior. Who calls me back to this world? How? Damn you, Kiyotada. If you are saying that you will defeat Kiyotada, I will gladly lend my power. And again, this guy here won't show up. Well, not this one, but the one that's about to pop up won't show up unless you donated 10,000 yen at that hidden shrine in the forest trail earlier in the game. Junosuke. Is Junosuke here? Junosuke is here. Junosuke, it's off to battle. Understood. The personas of Tatsunoshin Suo and Junosuke Kuroda can now be summoned in the Velvet Room. But again, Junosuke requires Fool cards, so hopefully you guys had been attempting to get some by now. I feel like I knew him from somewhere. We gotta hold a memorial service later, so we won't be damned. A legend returns is a rumor. It doesn't make me feel good being forced to call upon the dead. His name being Suo means that he's Tatsuya and Katsuya's ancestor? Couldn't be. Okay, so we've already got everything. And that means our last bit would be going to the final area to fight the boss. But stop that. But we're not going to worry about that right now. I will be cutting out some of these battles just because recording-wise I'm just at about 31 minutes. But yeah, we're not going to get to the boss fights, all the cutscenes and everything, and not have this be a long episode. So, with that, I'm going to end this episode off. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow with some more, where we go and have some fun. So until then, bye.